Now you want to start using the COT data, but you don't know how, or you just want to get better at it. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I use the COT data in order to get funded twice with FTMO, with CFT, and to hold my accounts for more than 8 months with consistent profits, which is not normal, as you know, in the trading industry. So in this video, I'm gonna be revealing the 3 secrets you must know if you want to actually trade the COT report. So let's get into it right away. So secret number 1 is gonna be about the selling and the buying. How do we know when is a good time to actually enter the trade or skip the trade? Okay, so this is very important in order to know if a supply or demand area is gonna hold. So for example, we have this supply area right here that has not been retested before except at this point. All right, so let's imagine that the price is just coming there right now. Okay, and we want to look at the data that we have at the same exact time. The red line is going to be the commercials, the green line is going to be the retailers. Now if you don't know what are the retailers, who are the retailers, who are the commercials, I have a video just about that, explaining all the essentials you need about the COT. So go ahead and watch it. I'm going to put the link up. So as we go through and we are reaching this area, first we saw that the commercials just started selling more. All right, so we are going higher towards this area and the commercials are selling more. Let's see once we reach it if they're gonna keep on selling, but not normal selling, aggressive selling. Notice how they are aggressively selling week after week, because this is released on a weekly basis. So as you can see, this is they kept on selling once we reached it. So this right here is a great area to take a trade from, aiming to go lower. Okay, so this would be the first thing, which is actually following the commercials and looking at the positions that they are putting in. Okay, so we want to follow them. Secret number 2 is looking as well at the retailers and doing the opposite of them. So as we are reaching this area, the same thing is happening, the retailers getting more bullish. So this also gives us extra confluence that this area right here, this area right here is gonna hold. Okay, now we have these two areas. If we want to continue and see where is our next supply area that we might want to have a reaction from, all right, so if we look, we have this one that has been actually retested by this one retested by this, but this one right here has not been retested by any. So what I want to do is take my rectangle and put it on this demand area. All right, now nothing, the trade is going, we are already in the trade, going short, beautiful. This is on the weekly. Remember that on the daily we don't need this much, we need a couple of candles and we are done. Now we want to see, upon reaching this area, what are the commercials and the retailers doing. All right, so notice the retailers are getting more bearish, the commercials are not getting more bullish. Notice they are still at the same level right here. They are still at the same level, barely moving. So let's keep going and see if anything is gonna change. This is not aggressive selling. This is weak buying. Sorry, this is weak buying, as you can see. So do we actually take a trade from here? Do we take a trade from here? Definitely not. We're not gonna see the price go higher. Why? Because we have the commercials not actually buying. Okay, the retailers are getting more bearish, as you can see, but not at an extreme level, which gets us to secret number 3. They have to be at the level that we saw a reaction from before, which means when the retailers were at this level, okay, this is when we saw the move higher. So now if I want to see a move higher, I want the retailers to reach at least a level similar to this. Same like when we were over here, we saw the price go lower, correct? And now when we reached the same place as we reached it, we also saw the price go lower. So we either want to be at the same level or higher, which means better. So there we have it. Secret number one is we want to see aggressive buying and selling. Secret number two is follow the commercials. Secret number three is check if the positions with the histories, check the positions with the history that we have on the chart. That's why we use the indicator. We don't use only the sheets that we get. So let me just continue and show you what happens next, why we did not take this trade. So if we keep going, retailers are getting more bearish, which is actually good, and they are at the level almost that we saw a reaction from, which is also good, but the commercials are not. So for me, this is not 80% probability, it's 60-50, right? Why? Because the commercials are not giving me any signs. Now when I see, notice this, when I saw that the commercials are giving me a huge move up, this is very aggressive. This happened in 1 week, right? So this is just 1 week, guys. Look how much positions have been entering the market while the retailers are getting more bearish, right? So upon reaching, the retailers reaching a level close to this, and the commercials keep on buying, all right, looking at the back over here, we saw a reaction, and now we are a bit higher from it. So we are in a good position, but where are our areas that we want to see a reaction from, right? We need an area that we have not reached before. So if we want to look like on the weekly, I do not see an area that has not been retested, because if we look here, this has been retested, and this one right here has been retested by this one by this, correct? So we do not have on the weekly an area that has not been retested. We have to take a look at the daily as well. Notice we keep going lower, and the commercials keep buying and the retailers keep selling. So now we are actually actively looking for a demand area that we can hold from, correct? And if I go now to the daily, let's continue. I was not planning to continue with the video to do that, but I think it's a good learning experience. So if we go on the daily, there's still, as well, as you can see, this has been retested. This one has not been retested, but it has came back here, right? And if we continue, we do not have any. Let's continue. The price keeps going lower. It went up to this area. So if I want to actually do something like this now, and put this put this rectangle to the left and see where could we actually hold. So if I do it like this, we can see that over here could be the best place that AUD could hold. I could take it from this area all the way like this, all right? And over here would be the best area that AUD must hold. Why? Because this has not been retested before, right? It has never been reached before. As we can see, we will look now to the right, and over here would be the next best area to take it from, right? So now let's zoom out and see we are very close to it, right? We are very close to it. It could touch it, it could not touch it, it could happen that we do not touch it, but we are very close to it, and we also have all these confluences in our favor. So this is a great example of how you can use COT data in order to catch moves, but be careful, this is a top or bottom, and catching top or bottom after a huge bearish trend like that is not always the ideal thing, because you're catching a falling knife, right? So it's either you want to take a limit order, or you can actually wait for a reaction to see some swing lows forming here, to see some change of trend in order to take it higher. So we have these two options. But why didn't we hold here, and why we are actually might hold here? We have high probability of holding here, while here we have very low probability of holding, is because of the COT data. So in this video I explained the net positions. In the next video I'm gonna explain the index, which is similar, but in the next video I'm going to reveal the secrets about the index. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel. And if you also want to learn more about the COT commitment of traders and you stayed up to this point, then I would recommend that you join my school community, which is free, guys. You can actually enter and you will get access to the COT masterclass for free. You will learn everything you need to know about the COT masterclass. So if you want to start your 2025 the right way, I would definitely recommend you to take the COT masterclass because the knowledge there is on another level. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be releasing a lot more about COT and conditions that move the market and how we can put it all together with price action. So if you haven't watched this video right here, then I would recommend that you go ahead and watch it.